Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who stood by me during this re-election. An army of people all across Eastern Washington that were involved one way or another. The people that made the phone calls and texted and knocked on the doors. Those that went along on the RV, when we were going community to community. Those that helped raise a lot of money. Thank you so much for all of that. Those that waved signs or put up signs. First and foremost, I want to thank my family. I want to thank my family for standing by me. They are a rock in my life, and I'm grateful for my family. Let's see here. My mom, my stepdad, Vern, and my dad are around here somewhere. Yes, you should come on up here. There's always a lot of people to thank in a campaign. I want to thank my staff. First and foremost, Patrick Bell was a campaign manager. He did a great job. Patrick was extraordinary. I think anyone that was on, well, let's see, would my staff just wave? If you are, yeah. They did an extraordinary job. There's a group of women that stood by me during this campaign, the whole Cathy Represents Me campaign. What a, yes. I think these are my Cathy Represents Me group. Yes. I think you guys need to come a little closer. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, all right. Yes. So many people. The coalitions, the supporters, those that were helping on college campuses, the county Republican chairman, and I see several in the crowd here, many endorsements that we received in the course of this campaign. It's a long list of people that I am grateful that were standing by me. This election was tough. It was a battle. I stand before you tonight, stronger, better, and more convicted in what we are fighting for. We are fighting for freedom. We are fighting for opportunity for all. We are fighting for free markets and more jobs, more opportunities for all. We are fighting for self-determination. As I walked precincts and knocked on doors, it's always inspiring to meet people. And boy, I've been able to meet thousands of people. I'm always inspired by our veterans. And to all the veterans in the crowd tonight, thank you. Thank you. Yes. We enjoy the great quality of life that we do and the opportunities as Americans because of those who have served. And you will always be my top priority. Yes. Just last weekend, I met a man whose wife had recently been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And I was pleased that I could tell him we have quadrupled the research for Alzheimer's this year in Congress because we are committed to finding a cure and helping so many that are dealing with difficult diseases like Alzheimer's. You are my inspiration. All of the people that I have met, and whether it's families, servicemen and women, veterans, small business owners, educators, healthcare workers, people from all different walks of life that care deeply and get involved in a campaign like this, but also get involved in our communities. And I've been reminded anew that it takes each one of us doing our part. Each one of us doing our part to build stronger families, stronger communities. My commitment to you is to keep doing my part. I'm going to keep listening, I'm going to keep learning, and I'm going to keep getting results on the issues that matter most to the people of Eastern Washington. You know, some of you may have heard this story, but a few years ago, right after I had given birth to Bryn, our youngest, just a couple of weeks after that, I got a call from Speaker John Boehner. And I was actually at the Christmas party, and he said, Cathy, you know, Mitch McConnell and I have been talking, and we'd like you to give the response to the President's State of the Union. That was an unexpected phone call. And in that moment, there was a part of me that felt overwhelmed. But you know what? I remember him also saying, Cathy, just be yourself. Don't overthink it. You know, for all those years that I thought I needed to be just a little bit different, maybe you think you need to dress different or talk different. You know what? Just be yourself. It's pretty simple advice, but it's true. And I've reflected on that during this campaign as I have stayed true to my deep roots in Eastern Washington, stayed true to the values that make me proud to be an American. You know, I was challenged this last year to write my story in 10 words or less. You should try it. It's a little harder than you may think. You know, but I thought I would share it just real briefly with you again. Pioneer. Both sides of my family came out on the Oregon Trail in search of a better life. My grandma's great-grandma left Ohio with twin 2-year-old boys, and she was fleeing an abusive husband so that she could get a better life. Because in America, you're not defined by your past, but you are empowered by who you can become. I was a trailblazer. You know, many of you know that I learned the value of hard work on the farm, working on an orchard alongside my brother and parents. And I went on to be the first in my family to graduate from college. I was the 200th woman ever elected to serve in the United States House of Representatives. I'm the only woman to date to give birth 3 times while serving in Congress. Only in Congress does that make you a trailblazer. I'm a wife. That is significant when you're 35 and single, when you're elected to Congress. And I'm so grateful for Brian, who is really the glue in our family. A working mom of 3. You know, people often ask me, how do you do it? Well, it's hard. You know, not every day goes as I expect. It's challenging, even just getting the kids all ready and getting them out the door for school and getting ready for work. I'm constantly being pulled in a lot of different directions. You can say it's chaotic a little bit. It's actually chaotic a lot. But you know, I find that it's my family that keeps me grounded. And it's my kids that remind me every day what I am fighting for. Ronald Reagan once said that freedom isn't passed down in the bloodstream. It has to be fought for, and it has to be defended. And that's what we are doing in this campaign. We are fighting for freedom for the next generation. And I'm fighting for it for my family just as much as I'm fighting for it for your family. I'm an ability advocate. We are not bound by the circumstances of our birth. Every life has purpose, and I am a fierce warrior for human dignity, human value. My children remind me of that every day. Everybody matters. I am a trust builder. A trust builder. I've been given a lot of thought to the importance of trust. You think about it in your family relationships, in your working relationships. Trust is so foundational. It's critical to solving problems, and it's a key value upon which America was built. You think about America. We're known as being the ones that your word's your bond. Your handshake means something. Our founders put together a system where we trust people to make the best decisions for themselves, not a government that decides for you. But lately, it feels like Americans have stopped listening to one another, and we have been building divisions instead of bridges. And as a result, trust has been broken on many fronts. My prayer tonight is that we start building bridges, start building trust, that this can be the beginning of healing of broken families and broken lives, healing for our country, as each one of us do our part to build those bridges. You know, as I look ahead to the next Congress, I'm going to continue to work hard on issues for jobs and the economy and a better future, lowering taxes for hardworking men and women, strengthening our military, securing Fairchild Air Force Base. Better serving our veterans, because we owe them such a debt of gratitude. Safeguarding Social Security and Medicare. Helping our rural communities and bringing more doctors and pharmacists to our rural communities. Being a champion for our farmers, promoting healthy forests, protecting citizens' Second Amendment, and working to secure our borders. Leading into the next 2 years, let's come together. Let's talk together. Let's move forward together, united as a community. Unity doesn't mean uniformity. Unity means that we want the best for each other. I will be continuing my unity dinners, the peaceful community roundtable, town halls, teletown halls, meet and greets, because I'm never going to stop listening and learning. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for the privilege of serving as your representative in Congress. May God bless you. May God bless your families. May God bless Eastern Washington. And may God continue to bless the United States of America. Thank you. Thank you, Eastern Washington.